Hey, it's the beer video back again with you. Helen, you look like you're going to say something.
Oh, okay. Now I can hear you.
Now you can hear me. Great. Hopefully everybody heard the beginning, but if you didn't, beer video, and we're back. And I'm taking a brief break from writing my warrior ethos speech, um, to do this video. Hey, look, I'm no less qualified than that fucking guy. So
I would argue I am perhaps more qualified than keg sets because I have in my life actually been in a fight.
yeah, yeah. What a dope.
Hey,
I realize this is now illegal to do this, but what a dope.
whatever. He can have his hurt feelings as much as he wants.
Yeah, it's oh my God. It just gets dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber and dumber. Um I know you don't give a shit about this, but my team did beat your team today in Ireland.
Oh, what sport?
Oh, that'd be football. The Steelers beat the Vikings.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I saw
Despite
some.
despite the Steelers in the fourth quarter doing everything in their fucking power to try to lose the game.
Well, go Vikings. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, I want the Steelers to lose every single game this year because they need to rock bottom, and they're just never going to rock bottom, and so they're always going to be in the same position. And plus, Aaron Rodgers is their quarterback, and you know, uh, I'm not crazy about having that guy in Pittsburgh. Although at least he hasn't been going on podcasts saying ridiculous shit since he's been here, so maybe somebody talked to him about that.
Oh boy. Yeah. God, I always assume like there's some amount of TBI going on with like football guys.
Yeah.
Like even more so than MMA guys. Like I
Well,
I
yeah. I mean, yeah, probably. Uh, I mean, most of those guys probably have debilitating head injuries, or at least have had one at some point in their lives. And so,
yeah,
uh,
that was kind of my approach when Gina Carano was in like the news for saying a bunch of lobotomized stuff. It was just
mhm,
like on the one hand, yeah, like I don't think people should not say anything about it, but on the other hand, like yeah, she's kind of in a line of sport where like she gets punched in the head a whole lot.
yeah,
So like I'm perhaps not expecting like nuggets of wisdom to be dropping out of her mouth.
yeah, yeah. I mean, she was a decent fighter, but still, you're still gonna take damage.
I still regret ever finding her incredibly hot. I mean, like I will stand by that opinion. Like I didn't know about her dumbass politics, all right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I mean, I don't think that. I think those two opinions can stand.
butch, strong jawed, like uh, you know.
Yeah, just not using it for good. That's all.
Yeah, no, someone pointed out that like, oh, okay, so like the kind of like hot butchy lady with the like side shave haircut turns out to be a MAGA chud. Talk about like misjudging your audience.
Yeah, yeah. Disappointing people all over the place. What are you gonna do? I don't know.
Had slightly less bad politics. Can you like do
That would
you
be not.
know
No,
how
I mean
sterile your
she could do
fucking red
more.
face would be?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, she could do more. I'm just saying, like, there's not a whole lot we can do here on the sidelines. Just realized the beer glass I grabbed is boy, I didn't do a great job cleaning this one. Oh well, doesn't matter because
well, yeah,
we're not putting a
cleaning
great beer
mine.
in it. What's that?
I did a terrible job cleaning mine, but I got a great glass for you this week.
I my glass is just gonna mimic the beer. Who went? God damn it, who went first last week?
Who's on first? Why don't you go first?
Okay, good, because I actually have to open this bottle, and we might as well get the humiliation out of the way. Um,
Brother.
I don't think that we have ever on the beer video claimed that we ever learn our lessons. So, new trooper, Day of the Dead Stout, created by Iron Maiden. What do you think the ABV is?
Okay, so the previous stout from Iron Maiden Beer Incorporated was about 4%, so I'll guess around that much.
Four and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, celebrate the afterlife with this dark, mysterious stout from Bruce Dickinson's Trooper Beer. Is that the first time they've ever? I didn't realize it was called Bruce Dickinson's Trooper Beer. Anyway, with chocolate, coffee, and roasted malt notes, this full-bodied, full-bodied, and deeply satisfying liquid delivers the perfect balance of after bitterness from roasted and peppery hops, married to the hint of sweetness to the top. God.
Okay, so I'm just going to point out that, yeah, nice bottle cap. That's one thing I will say about Trooper. Really nice bottle caps.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
anyway, so if you want a actually seasonally appropriate beer for Day of the Dead, there's a Mexican immigrant-run brewery here in the Twin Cities called La Doña Cerveceria. That was a terrible accent I did. I'm so sorry. But anyway, they do a mole stout. That's incredible. And probably
Um,
cheaper than what you bought that crap for.
New Holland made a mole stout about 10 years ago and it was so fucking good. But I would trust an immigrant run brewery to do it better. This beer doesn't smell good. When you open a stout and it doesn't smell good, already a bad sign. Beer's not
So,
supposed to
so
stink.
here the dark stout just smelled like slightly watered down hoisin sauce to me.
Yeah, this actually kind of smells like a Pilsner.
Oh, fuck,
All right, let's just get this over with.
buddy. I'm so sorry.
I taste no chocolate. I taste no coffee whatsoever. It's just a stout. Um,
Sauron, Sauron, buddy. Yeah. This is me trying to lure the cat back into the spare room while you're drinking this
um,
terrible beer.
this isn't awful. So it's a step up in that sense that it's drinkable. Is it good? Not really. It just tastes like a stout. Um, it's on the thin side, which is kind of what I expected from a 4.5 ABV stout. Don't make a 4.85 ABV stout. Why? Why are you doing this? Don't
Well,
make.
honestly, British and Irish stouts tend not to be super strong and
Yeah, that's true.
4% ABV. So I think it can be done well. I just don't trust Trooper Beer Inc. to do it well.
No, it's not great. The taste isn't bad. I mean, it does have a little bit of a burnt taste, so maybe that's not in a bad way necessarily. So maybe that's where the coffee's coming in a little bit. I really don't get any chocolate from this. It just kind of tastes like a somewhat bitter stout that's on the thin side, and that you can drink this entire pint and feel nothing. Um, of all the Trooper beers, this is faint praise, but it's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
But nothing I would qualify as good or go and get this unless you just want the bottle because the art is pretty fucking cool. Um, I mean, all Iron Maiden art for the
Oh,
most part is pretty good.
sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess Robinson Brewery is who technically he brews this beer with. It's fine. Like this was like $9 for a pint, which is not bad. So the price wasn't exorbitant, but it's not a great beer, and I didn't expect it to be a great beer. But in the annals of Trooper beer, oh my God, Helen, have you just been raptured? What the fuck just happened? Helen's been raptured, so I will be finishing this video by myself. I'm not going to drink Helen's beer because I don't have access to it. You went away so fast because I think there was a pause on the internet. You just disappeared. I thought you got raptured. I thought the rapture finally fucking happened. But no, we were just going to get Sauron the Great. Hi, Sauron. Hello. Sauron, I just had another Iron Maiden beer. I don't know what I was thinking either. Yeah, he's looking at me. I know. I know. It's fine. He looks very pleasant tonight. He looks like he's in a pretty good mood.
And I just brushed out his coat, so
Ah, that'll do it. Anytime Daisy gets brushed, that's whenever she's the friendliest. Because her coat's feeling good and she's feeling good and she's shiny. And
that's right, my handsome man.
hi, Sauron. We haven't had him on in a while. This is nice to get an appearance from him. Your fans
All
will be
right,
thrilled.
handsome
This beer's
man.
starting to get more bitter in my throat as I talk.
Ew.
Maybe it's growing. Um, I'll do my shirt real fast because you are occupied with a cat. I am wearing a shirt from a Pittsburgh band, and the band's name is Ed Hockley. I will explain that. Ed Hockley was a referee in the NFL till fairly recently. And the thing that everybody knows about Ed Hockley, he was like in his 60s or whatever, and he had fucking massive guns. So whenever he would do first down, like he's just flexing. And so that was always the thing, is like Ed Hockley was just ripped as shit and he was 60 years old. But I saw them, they're from Pittsburgh. I saw them yesterday on the Descendants of Crom Fest, and I think they were the band yesterday outside of Crypt Sermon who after the set people are the most excited about, because I went to their table to get a shirt and that people were flocking to the table. So hard to describe. I would like post-hardcore, mathy, chaotic. They do the thing that bands don't do anymore, where they make really long song titles that are funny. Um, they had a "fuck Donald Trump" sign on their cabinet. Um, he's really listening to me. They were fucking great. Did I say this already? They have two drummers. It's just chaos. It's fucking great. I love them. I was very happy to see them get received so well. Yeah, the name is spelled Edhochuli. All they put it together as all one word. But their last album came out last year. I'll put a link to them in the description. Anyway, their last album came out last year and it's called Higherlander. So um they have song titles such as Questionably Paleo, Incontrovertibly Neanderthal. I'll never forget old what's his name? Your Shitty Life Got Stuck in My Eye. Yeah, really good band though. So check them out. Ed Hockley from Pittsburgh, the best, the one of the good cities on the planet. And by the way, if you've never seen Crip Sermon live, fucking do that. They don't play live a lot. They don't really tour because they can't. Um, so we
On.
we got kind of lucky that we got them this weekend whenever they were doing their EP release shows. So definitely go see them. They're fucking phenomenal. Okay, Helen's gonna leave again. She hasn't been raptured.
Open the
Very
door because John was whining. Oh, yeah.
ugh. Go talk about your bloodbath shirt.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's a Bloodbath shirt. It's from Nightmares Made Flesh, which is, in my opinion, the best album they did.
Yeah.
My favorite song, actually, of theirs is Year of the Cadaver Race, which is about like all of the animals you have ever eaten coming back to life and just wreaking vengeance. And of course, when I was re-listening to that album, I immediately sent that to um my friend who's been vegan for a while, like, oh well, this is kind of what you've always implied I deserve to have happen to me. So
Yeah. Well, you never know. It'll be an animal rapture.
yeah, yeah, that's basically the concept. And I thought it was like a cool, like a really cool concept for a song.
Yeah.
Why is Sauron still whining? Anyway, so I've got one from Moore Brewing Company. It's a black IPA,
Ooh.
7% alcohol. And I am drinking it out of Go,
Of
Galas.
course. Of course. I love it. I love that I love it so much. Why did I not realize? Maybe I didn't. I just forgot. I had no idea. Did not realize it just said Satan on it. So good. If you don't understand that reference, oh fuck, what's that movie called? Until the Light Takes Us?
Ernie, yeah, I
Yeah.
think. Yep, this is what I like about black IPAs. Um, got kind of a nice hop bitterness with the sweetness from the malt as well.
Black IPAs, when I first tried them, really threw me off. Because of the color, because you're expecting a different taste.
Mm, yeah, like it does look like a stout, but um, yeah, no, it's good. I feel like I've been featuring a lot of beers lately where it's just like, well, this doesn't do anything like super crazy, but it's still like a very good example of a style, and this is definitely one of those.
Yeah, I mean, there's a look. I mean, I'm just drinking a stout that's like who what you could throw.
It just straight sucks.
I could
Um,
throw a dart and hit a stout that has chocolate and coffee in it, but different people are
well,
different. Whoa, look at that head! Holy shit!
I shouldn't have poured that straight on. Oh well. Anyway, so it's a shame really because I think there's some good Irish stouts that are like kind of low ABV that still manage to like have some texture and body to them. Guinness is
Yep.
the but Murphy's as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's hard.
No, and that's a good point. I did forget. I always do forget that kind of like the high ABV beers isn't necessarily a thing that goes on as much in Europe as it does here. That their beers are a little more not that you can't find them, you can, but
Isn't a thing in every European country, but in some, like especially Norway, for example, and I think Sweden and Denmark as well. Like beers are priced basically according to ABV because that's how they're taxed.
oh, interesting. Yeah.
In the Nordic countries, like it's easy to find like really good, like like low ABV beers and like actually NA beers because like sometimes that's what you want to drink if you don't feel like spending like $12 on a pint.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, England. I didn't mean to be. Oh, I've had two sips of this beer and I'm like gaseous.
God, I don't want to knock the English craft beer scene. I'm sure there's good ones. Like, I don't know, Matt and I visited London and like 11 years ago, and I had some pretty decent English craft beers at the time, but I don't know. I've had some really just dog shit beers from England. So I think
Um,
maybe.
Sort of speaking of Englishmen, um, it was funny like Jeff Walker, whenever I think Carcass played like Decibel does that beer festival, that beer metal festival, and Carcass played it, and Jeff Walker was like, I don't like craft beers. They taste like lemon toilet cleaner. And I'm like, what fucking beers what are you drinking?
The British.
Yeah. Like Jeff, there's plenty of other beers out there that don't taste like that.
I mean, I think that's a very old man yells at
It
cloud
is,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
craft beer. Like, yeah, I think he's right in the sense that, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, like, when the approach to craft beer was to just angrily hot fuck everything, yeah, you got that. But honestly, I think if I was going to make a complaint about craft beer now, it would be like there's too many novelty sours.
Yeah.
So, gee, like,
Yeah.
shooting that there's a ton of shit beer like masquerading as craft, but like it's different now, Jeff. God, get with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's part of the. I remember my dad when he was alive, when if I would drink a stout around him, he'd be like, "Well, that's not a beer." And I'm like, "Of course it is. It's like, no, that's a malt liquor. I'm like, it's not a malt liquor. It's a beer. Not all beers are yellow. And so he just couldn't
Ah,
wrap his head around that there's different colored beers. I'm like, there are. Like Guinness is not yellow. It's not golden. It's like it's dark. Like it's a beer. I mean, there are like there's a difference. You can buy malt beverages that look like stouts that aren't beers, but like I don't know. So maybe that's part of it. He's an older guy, not as old as my dad was, but like he's got to be nearing his 60s, right? I don't
mm,
know.
yeah.
He cut all his hair off, and he looks just like an old man now. It's very weird. Um, let's look him up. Everybody loves whenever I look up stuff on the internet. Oh, he's only 56. I think we're having more cat chaos.
Oh,
Cat.
he was trying to climb into the cabinet where I keep all my gym clothes, and he was mad that I didn't like pull the drawers out enough for him to climb up.
Yeah,
Little
yeah. Typical cat behavior. Typical cat behavior. Sorry. Ah. Anyway, so that's the beer portion. I don't know. The Descendants of Cromfest was a good time. Shy Kennedy puts together. She's been. I think it's the seventh. It's the seventh annual. Um, she puts together a nice assortment of bands where, we got there about 4 o'clock yesterday. So I guess we saw, I don't know, 6 bands, and nothing sounded the same. Nothing, not even close to sounding the same. Um,
Yeah, so that actually makes me think of when me and my friend Jose went to Inferno Fest.
yeah,
Um, and like I remember Napalm Death played right after Electric Wizard.
yeah,
Yeah, so I was like, cool, that was exactly like kind of the contrast in music texture that I needed. Hello, friend. Did you decide to stop whining? That he's grunting.
yeah. I just got home like 20 minutes before we did this video, so the cats were running around the house because it was feeding time, and so they were,
I love how fat and cute your cats are, by the way. What
yeah, yeah, they are both of those things. They're older, I mean, Andy's on a steroid because he has asthma,
are you
and he
doing?
eats all the time, so he's a happy boy though. He just likes to sleep and lie around. He'll go and get punched in the face by the dog, He'll punch the dog back. He likes to bite her on the her jowls. He likes to just bite her real gently, and then she gets fired up and punches him. So they're fun. Um, but yeah, the only band we were fucking exhausted by the time Crip Sermon was done. It was like about 10:30-ish, and we've been there, like I said, since about 4. So we didn't see Black Tusk. They were the headliners, and I really wanted to see them at least for a little bit, but we were just fucking exhausted. But Fistula was there. They were fucking great. Completely deranged. Ed Hockley, as I mentioned, phenomenal. Rebreather, super underrated band. I've seen them a few times, and every time I see them, I'm like, I fucking like this band. Why do I not listen to them more? Um, who else? Oh, Shy's new band, Funerals, because Whorehound is no longer a thing, and her new band is a little different, more long form doom, than sort of. I mean, there's still some of that Whorehound DNA in it, but yeah, a little slower, a little more morose. So yeah, like them a lot. We missed Fog Giant. Fuck, I'm missing a band here that we saw. Oh God, Brown Angel from Pittsburgh. Just psychopaths. They were great. The night before we only saw Weed Demon, who were good, and Valkyrie, who have resurfaced.
Valkyrie have some excellent album cover art.
Yeah.
Everyone look at that. By
Yeah.
the like, it's so good.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be a bitch about it. Like, it's just like it's very dudes rock.
It is, yeah. I was
Uh,
actually going to make that reference because I know you've said before, like one of the things that kind of holds you back from Cave In is the vocals are kind of dad rockish, and it's similar to that. It's like Doom with a definite classic rock uh bend to them, but fucking really good players. I mean, their set was really good. There's a lot of vocal harmonizing that there are rooms in Pittsburgh where that would have died. Like we saw Blackwater Holy Light at Spirit a couple weekends ago. And the sound in that room just did not do them any favors. It was a shame because they played a nice set, but just that room just mangles. If your band has nuance, like I saw Earth play there before, and it's the worst I've ever heard them sound. And it wasn't them, like they played fine, but it's just the sound in that room's. It's like if you're a bludgeoning loud band, you're fine. If you have any nuance, not so much. But yeah, so that's my weekend. What else? What can we wrap up with?
well, so there's some speculation here in Minnesota about if Donald Trump is going to send federal troops here.
Yeah,
So, you know,
yeah,
time I report to you, it may be when there's National Guard with AK-47s on my street corner.
yeah. Well, luckily we've gone into war-ravaged Portland, and fuck it. God. Anyway, there's no sense getting mad because there's no logic to this. I mean, there's some reason to get mad, but it's like I
Yeah,
don't know.
leaking out his ears. What are you gonna do, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's people in this country that just are fine with this and don't see any problem, and yeah. Anyway, hopefully that doesn't happen, Helen. Like Pittsburgh's a democratically run city too, so like we're not out of the woods. So is Philly. I mean, obviously they tried and failed there and tried and failed in Chicago. Um, I don't imagine if they had come to Pittsburgh, they're gonna get a very warm response either. You don't fuck with the Inzers.
Hmm.
Well, they'll throw Iron City beer cans at you, full. But
Yeah, I'd like to think that despite our reputation for passive aggressiveness, we'd like whip some hams cans.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, you've all been through it once before already. So at least you got some training.
Yeah, Jesus, dude. Like when the Floyd verdict was being handed down, like there was literally like fucking armored cars on every block in my neighborhood.
Yeah, well, shit. I mean, if that had that verdict gone another way,
Yeah, I believe we were talking throughout the whole thing,
yeah,
and like I think you were very concerned, rightly, about my safety and that of my husband.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, at least that turned out the way it should have. But
Though, apparently, like several right-wing shot influencers are trying to get that dipshit pardoned. So,
I know. I almost think for that man's safety, they shouldn't do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, go from federal custody to state custody, and
Yeah, and I mean, look, again, I'm putting this out here. We can flash it on the screen. I'm not saying that as a threat or telling anybody to do anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if that would if it was to happen, people are not going to be happy about it, and you're making this guy a target. So if you want to do that, knock yourselves out. Uh, so I don't know. I guess we can wrap it up. We can do a little bit of a shorter one this week. We've had our beers, we talked metal, we talked our bullshit country. Um, you drank out of a gall glass. Um, Sauron
and
entered the chat.
or the new, as of last year, Trelldom album. It's quite good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if you're ever in Bergen, Norway, go visit Gallery Fjallar.
Tell him we sent you. Tell him Helen sent you. He'll be like, who the fuck's that guy if you say I sent you? but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully that Gall and Robin remember me. I don't know. I think they know me mostly as annoying friend.
that's okay. That's better than there could be worse things.
Yeah, you know what I think is cute is I was taking a breather when I went to Beyond the Gates in Bergen and Robin, Gall's partner, was out there with me and he's like, it is Mr. God. He took me to so many shows and it's just sometimes too many people, you know. I'm like, yes. But
Mr. Gall. That's so good. I love that.
right? I think that's so sweet.
That's what he should be called from now on, Mr. Gall. I'm into it. I don't know. He might not be. Uh, try to see if I had a record to show anybody. I don't know. Probably don't. Anyway, it's been the beer video. Get your cat spayed and neutered. We can start saying that. Bob Barker's dead. And has been for a while. Uh, so I don't know. I thought there was I'm a mess. I don't know. It's fine. We're probably better just ending this video now before I just start rambling on about something nobody cares about and getting us in trouble. It's been the beer video, and Helen, we'll see you next week. Oh, maybe not.
Next week is the 5th. Yeah, I'm seeing a movie.
Yeah. So probably not next week, but the week after.
Yes.
See you then. Be
Oh, yeah.
good.